What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. This is that one time a week where I come together with fantasy football fans from all over to do everything from give fantasy football advice or also as well. And as you see on the thumbnail, we're also going to talk about Week 10 fantasy football waiver wire. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. And when I share my screen, I'm going to be sharing it's not one, but two different leagues that I'm in for my own fantasy football. And this waiver wire should look like a lot of people's waiver wires that are out there. So, yeah, let's go. Let's take a look and please comment below if you agree, disagree with what I'm talking about. Let's have a conversation below. If you're not watching the live show and you do watch this in the morning, all good. Comment below. I'm very good at getting back with people. Now we're going to go ahead and start with quarterbacks today just to kind of see who had a good week. Now, pretty cool. The Packers had a huge game. They did take and beat the Los Angeles Rams. Jordan Love is not a guy I would say, hey, this guy's going to save your league. But if you need a bye week quarterback, he's consistently got a minimum of 17 points with the exception of a few weeks ago. But usually he's at 17 and up. So decent little quarterback. He is going up against Pittsburgh. Not a whole lot to take and really see here, folks. Baker Mayfield is a quarterback I want to talk about, and he is on a lot of people's waiver wires. Now, he's very up and down. And this is a quarterback. If you take a risk, man, you could hit it big and he'll throw 3 touchdowns. But he hasn't even hit 3 touchdowns this year yet. But he gets his yards. He gets his yards. Look, that's a guy I'd probably will stay away from. Not a whole lot to take and see here when it comes to quarterbacks. But there is a running back that I definitely want to take and talk about. Let's pull up now. If you guys take and remember, roughly about 3-4 weeks ago, close to a month ago, Devon Achane was lighting the NFL world on fire. Look at these numbers: 74 points, 39 points, 38 points. This guy is insane. Now he is a smaller build. He looks like a regular guy, but this guy was literally the fastest running back in the 2023 NFL draft. Good news and breaking news, he is going to be back. Keep in mind, Dolphins have a bye week coming up. So I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to take a risk because I know this is not going to benefit me this week, but I also know he's not going to be there. And the risk is just too good not to pick up Devon Achane. Again, he's going to be on almost everybody's waiver wire, people. So please do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and pick up a Devon Achane. Now, very interesting. Bijan Robinson has not been getting used correctly. I am not going to cut Bijan because part of me is like, hey, he's going to take and be all right. But I also think the Falcons are tanking. Just my personal opinion. I think they're trying to get a quarterback next year's draft. But then there's a few people. You have Joshua Palmer. So this Joshua Palmer, he's on IR. So that's a guy I'm definitely going to drop. So let's go ahead. Let's take care of some housekeeping. It's almost midnight too, guys. So yeah, we'll see what else happened. This is my team, by the way, folks. So the first team that the first league that I'm talking about today. So I'm very solid at the running back position. George Pickens, man, I don't have any issues with him. I have all the issues in the world with his damn quarterback. 1.8 points. I don't see that happening again. As you saw, he had 8 points in week 4 and boom, came back with 41 points. He will be back with a vengeance, especially towards Green Bay. Yeah, guys, he's going to be back. So I'm going to leave him as my starter. He's not going anywhere. Miami Dolphins, I may be moving. So, because, hey, guess who's back? The Detroit Lions are back, and they're back with the vengeance. So, and then, of course, who else we got? We got the kicker. Yeah, that's pretty much about. I'm probably going to keep everybody here. But let's take a look. Okay, that's not 100% gospel truth, but let's see who else they got for running backs and receivers. Because I'm always looking at the next best person. Even if I had a great week, I'm always looking for the next best person. Also, folks, if you're just now tuning in, be sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. That does help the channel to take and grow. Let's look how Deontay Foreman took and did. He had a couple great runs fairly recently. 16 points, guys. So he had 20 carries, okay? 83 yards, 4.2 yards was average. No touchdowns, but had 16. And then you guys took and see, week 7, he had 45 points. Absolutely went off. This is a guy I feel very comfortable taking an add into the team. And again, it may may not pan out or anything. As you see, Deontay Foreman numbers are super inconsistent. 6 points, didn't play. 0 points, didn't play, didn't play. 14 points, 45 points, 8 points, 16 points. But again, we take these risks. Everybody, I don't care if you haven't lost a game this whole year. I'm 6-3 in both of my leagues, coincidentally. You guys need to ride that waiver wire every single week. Okay. Another guy I want to talk about is Jeff Wilson. I'll pick up Deontay Foreman in just a sec, but Jeff Wilson, this is a guy, he got 10 points. He was on a lot of people's bench. I would stay far away from Jeff Wilson. He is very inconsistent. He drops a lot of passes. This is not a guy that, hey, you really want, on your squad. You know what I mean? Great guy in real life, I'm sure. He seems like a wonderful person, but you don't get fantasy football points off of people being nice and friendly. Doesn't happen. That is a fantasy land. Let me go to pick up Deontay Foreman, and then we'll move on to the receiver. So y'all just bear with me one sec here. Go ahead and pull this up. Here it is, Deontay Foreman. Boom, boom, boom. And then, as y'all see, I obviously had a bye week with my defense. So Miami Dolphins defense is donezo. Let's see how they did, by the way. I do want to see. I always get curious. Yeah, so against the Chiefs, guys, they had 7 points. I was frustrated. I picked them up in the 11th round, and that did not work out very well for me, as you can see. So back to the waiver wire you go. Back to the waiver wire in which you come from. All right, let's see what else we got here. Wide receivers. I never spent too much time on quarterbacks. Running backs is a little bit to talk about here. But let's talk about wide receivers. Let's see what we got. Oh, looking at my own folks here. One sec here. Boom, 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 boom. So I breezed through here real briefly before we started the episode. Let's check on Jameson Williams. Yeah, Jameson Williams. Nope, not a whole lot to see there, folks. Has all talent in the world. Kadarius Toney definitely got some love this past Sunday. They're just starting to kind of trust me. I think everybody thought Kadarius Toney, he was drafted on a lot of boards, folks. He was between rounds 10 and 15. You know what I mean? So he was on a lot of people's boards, and it is not working out, people. It's not working out. Let's see what else we got here. Yep, no, nothing there. Let's go ahead. Let's check. I want to check MVS. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So he had one really good game this year. We had 25 points, 3 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. They're just trying to figure out who are like the top 2 receivers. We know it's Kelsey. Kelsey gonna eat no matter what. He is that guy. But we also know that that they're still trying to find the replacement for Tyreek Hill, and they're getting it done. They're winning, man. They're doing fantastic. So that's all I have for my tight ends here. Boom, boom, boom. Trey McBride. Now, Trey McBride, this is a guy I wanted to take and talk about. That he is going into his second year in the NFL. And as y'all could see 2 weeks ago, he had 35 points. 2 weeks before that, he has 16 points. He's kind of proven to be a mid-range tight end. So if you need a tight end, the biggest takeaways, pick up Devon Achane, okay? If you can afford it, pick up Devon Achane and pick up Trey McBride if he is available, people. If he's available, man, you better take and go for it. So, all right, I'm gonna pick up Trey McBride. Let me just see if I have anybody that's not really quite cutting it for the tight end position. Now, Dalton Schultz is my guy. I picked him up off waivers probably close to a month ago, and that was the best decision. Now, he stunk it up versus Carolina, but 40 points last week, y'all. He kept me relevant, people. He kept me relevant. So yeah, I'm a fan. Few guys I could possibly swap. I like to keep a quarterback at all times. So CJ Stroud is going to stay there. Yes, I have Lamar Jackson as my starter. He's going to stay my starter, but CJ Stroud is a great backup, and he is just going to be there. I like to keep some trade collateral too on my bench. That's kind of a little strategy that I use. Again, I am 6-3 currently right now, folks. I am 6-3. As you see, I got the butt beat out of me last week. I was beating this guy by about 25 points, and he had 2 running backs starting yesterday. So yeah, I lost. I lost. I did not do so hot like I wanted to. But look, let's take a look here. I'm thinking about getting rid of Rashid Shaheed. But let's see. Rashid Shaheed. This is a guy, he's also on a lot of waiver wires. I did pick him up fairly recently. I wouldn't even call him mid-range, but y'all see he has 4 really good games: 29 points, 16 points, 28 points, 39 points. This is a guy, you take that risk, he could be huge for you, right? But then also I look at my receivers and I'm like, man, I'm keeping the people that I got. Pickens, Addison, Schultz, there's a tight end, DeAndre Hopkins, who is, the verdict is still out. And then of course I got my guys Nico and Terry. So I am gonna swap out. Sorry, that's for something else. Yeah, let's get rid of Rashid. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that tight end, man. Just you got to have a backup tight end, because if something happens to Dalton Schultz and we're in the playoffs, I don't want to be stranded, people. I do not want to be stranded. So let's get somebody good in there. Let's get some fresh blood. Okay, cool. So moving on. So that's receivers, guys. We talk tight ends. Now let's go to defense. If there's any defense talk that really needs to be had. Chiefs, they're not on a whole lot of waiver wires out here. They literally just might be on mine, but they are consistent and they usually are over 10 points. So if you need a defense, hey, keep it in mind. Kansas City's always there. Okay. And also who they play in the coming weeks. Let's take a look here. They got Philly. Philly is not going to be a good game for them. So I'd probably stay away from them if they're there. But then they have a bunch of games here that they could probably win. I think they'll lose maybe like 3 more games. They could lose the Philly game. I could see them maybe losing to Buffalo, and then maybe losing to, it could be a trap game in here, maybe Cincinnati or Vegas. Hey, I say Vegas because they did lose recently to a team that wasn't very good, the Broncos. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I was a big believer in the Steelers, man. Big believer in the Steelers. Now they're going to get their sacks. That D-line is going to get you sacks every single game. But they also going to go, the offense is going to go 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out. So they've had 2 really good weeks, 23 points, 17 points. I actually had the Steelers at one point in time this year, and they haven't really done me so hot. So I'm pretty much good. But some defenses to watch out. Kansas City, if they're there, I would snag them up. The Bengals, that's a defense. I would snag them up. The Chargers ate last Sunday. They ate. Let's see how they did. 26 points. They went off. Bosa went off last week, people. He went off. So, yeah, I'm digging it. I'm loving it. Yeah, that was beautiful. Now let's go. Let's check out. Oh, I was a good kicker, so please forgive me. Let's see anybody of 25th, 6. Cameron Dicker. Cameron Dicker. What a name for a kicker. Dicker the kicker. All right. He's had a good back-to-back weeks, man. 16 points, 11 points. That's pretty good for a kicker, man. That is not bad at all. And he's going up against Detroit. So he'll probably get over 10 points again as well. Let's go to my other league, people. This is called the Texas League. So I got some friends, longtime friends who are part of this league. So we're gonna check out the waiver wire there just to see if anything's different. And you guys get to see who is on my team. So this is a little different. We got Tyreek Hill. So we're gonna move Tyreek Hill out of there. And we're going to get Amon-Ra St. Brown in there. Yep, that's right, people. Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're going to be getting him in there. And then, of course, as you guys see, we got Texans defense. And then we have Detroit Lions. So let's see how Texans are doing, man. Because I kind of just put him in there. Ooh, 1 point. What a stinker. That's a big reason probably why I lost. Okay, so Texans defense is gone. So let's go ahead. Let's move them up here. Let's see how Dustin Hopkins did for a kicker. And 9 points, not bad. This guy's a pretty good kicker. If y'all need a kicker, Dustin Hopkins, this is pretty good. 16 points, 22 points, 8 points, 9 points. Consistently mid-range. And he has 2 really good games this year. So not bad. But let's see if that compares to Riley Patterson of the Detroit Lions. Oh, Lord. I mean, he had 16 points last week. That's not bad. And he's going up against the Chargers. So looks like I'm probably going to have to find a kicker, people. I'm probably going to have to find a kicker. Going to be interesting for sure to see what happens. But I got Scary Terry, Jordan Addison, Jason Schultz. I'm a Schultz fan, and I'm happy that I got him in both my leagues, man. I really, truly, every way, shape in the word am. But as y'all see, I need receiver help. So let's look for a receiver. I'm gonna do a quick blaze through on this waiver wire. And again, like my waiver wire may not look like your waiver wire. This is a PPR league, so it is a little bit different. But let's go ahead and let's take a look, people. Let's take a look. Ooh, Kyle Pitts is still there. I had Damian Pierce in here, and I'm glad I fired him. It was not good, guys. It was not good. Let's take a quick look at running backs. Deontay Foreman is there. I do like that. I may come back to snag him up, but I also like the people I have. Now, this is one of those leagues where I think the winner is going to get probably like around like $500. So yeah, I'm trying to get the bag. I'm 6-3, y'all. So let's keep it going. But I need receiver help, and I need it bad, very bad. Elijah Moore had a garbage game. Let's see how Odell Beckham Jr. did. He's getting fed a little bit more. Okay, I like this. 5 receptions, 56 yards, and a touchdown. That's pretty good. It seems that when he's there, he'll usually get 5. What's more recent in the last 3 weeks is that he's gotten 5 receptions, which that could be, who knows? I mean, he loves throwing his tight ends, Lamar Jackson. So I'm going to hold off on that, but that may not be a bad pick to somebody to take a scoop up there. But yeah, if I could get an all-star receiver, like if one of my receivers goes down, I'm screwed for the year. You could basically, hey, take my money. That's it. Ain't no me coming back. It's not happening. Let's see who else we got for receivers that we want to talk about today. And also, guys, if you're just now coming in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. Helps the channel to grow. We appreciate you. Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow had some catches last week, dude. He had some catches last week, my man. Oh, we had 2 catches last week. I guess I over exaggerated on that. Yeah, I thought Hunter Renfrow would have a much bigger year. Marvin Mims is a guy who was lighting it up beginning part of the season, and he just fell off. You talk about fall off, dude. He had a game back-to-back weeks, 20 points, 16 points. I actually had him in week 3 versus Miami. I had him week 3, and then he just sucked after that. And then I was like, yeah, I'm done here. I don't keep people for more than 2 games. So let's see what Mecole Hardman. Now he is an OG Kansas City Chief, and he's gotten a few good plays here, but it looks like he has a bye week, so he will not be playing. So Kansas City Chiefs and Miami both have a bye week, so very, very interesting here. Not a lot of receivers here, guys. Not a lot of receivers that are here. Let's check out Jalen Hyatt. And you saw Danny Dimes is going to be out of. This is what's interesting about this. Danny Dimes is going to be out of there. So there's going to be another quarterback who probably DeVito is going to be playing. And he doesn't seem to have a connection with any receivers. So, yeah, excuse me. I'll definitely be avoiding him for sure. Let's see what else we got. Boom, boom, boom. Jake Bobo. Yes, sir. John Mechie. John Mechie's been getting some love from CJ Stroud. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, not as much love as I like. So yeah, man, I'm kind of screwed here, man. There's not a whole lot of people to choose from. Rondale Moore, let's take a gander here. Rondale Moore is my guy, man, friend of the show. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and possibly get KJ Osborne, or I'm gonna get Odell Beckham Jr. But yeah, not a whole lot to see here, folks. And we had to change up a quarterback this week, right? Kirk Cousins is out, so that's very risky. So I'm going to go with Odell Beckham Jr. I think that's the safe bet. I feel very comfortable in that. And again, I would like him to go off like 2 more times this year. And I know he's an older guy. But man, if he could take and do that, man, that would be fan freaking tastic. Like that would be just stellar. So yeah, let's swap him out. As y'all see, I got I'm gonna be dropping the Texans D because that is not happening. So you've got to go, sir. And yeah, man, let's see here. Sports Hines, Dude Show. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Hope all is well, man. Your Bengals did my Dolphins a huge solid, man. Huge solid, man. They beat Buffalo, man. Y'all did your thing, dude. So great work, man. I hope you're doing well over there in Central Florida, my man. All right, let's take a look here. So right now, what we're doing right now, we're going through the Week 10 waiver wire. So we go in position by position. This is my personal one right here. But let's take a look here. I'm going to look at tight ends as well. And right now, I do have two tight ends that are doing a pretty decent job. They're not doing too bad. Let's take a look here. Gerald Everett. I thought I saw him make some big plays this week. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's had 2 good weeks where he's been above 10 points. So definitely not what I'm looking for, man. Let's go ahead and let's take a look here. Who else we have for tight ends? We got a Chigoziem Okonkwo of the Tennessee Titans. Let's take a look here. I saw him getting some love from Will Levis, man. This is a relationship I hope that gets better. I definitely see him getting 1, maybe 2 touchdowns by the end of the year, but definitely not a guy that I am going to be going with, people. Luke Musgrave is back. I know he had a nasty injury. I don't know if you guys saw that hit. That was a nasty injury that he took. So, and he came back, guys. 14 points, man. That is huge. Luke Musgrave. I might pick up Luke Musgrave because, again, those are some really impressive numbers for a tight end, and I do like that. Let's see how, man, Kyle Pitts need a damn quarterback, man. Atlanta Falcons are a southern hot mess. He's been pretty consistent, man. He's averaged maybe like 9 points this year. He's had 2 back-to-back weeks, week 5 and week 6, man. We will see what this looks like, but it seems that he's getting about 4 targets on average. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully that's a relationship that does take and grow. I'm definitely hoping so. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for tight ends, y'all. And then we'll check out defense here. And I tell people, live on the waiver wire. Even if you are undefeated, live on the waiver wire. You got to do it, man. For your own sanity, man. I don't think anybody should be safe, even if you draft them in the third round. Nobody should be safe, people. Just throwing that out there. But guys, that's about it, man. Those are my 2 leagues. And hey, we're doing good. I'm 6-3 in both of my leagues. So looking real solid. I will see some areas of opportunity for my league personally. We got a bye week for Pat Mahomes. Definitely need receivers in this league. Like this league, I need receivers badly. And then of course we got 2 defenses. I'm gonna be getting rid of that. And then my other league, let's go ahead. Let's take a look here. It's gonna be the touchdown Doug boss approved overtime. And shout out to my dog Eric Wren. Let's take a look here. This one's solid, man. We got receivers, we got running backs. Man, I feel very comfortable. I am going to be getting rid of the Dolphins defense and Rashid Shaheed. And again, if Devon Chan is available, if he's available in your league, please, for the love of God, pick him up. He's not good. Dolphins have a bye week. He's not going to benefit you now, but it will benefit you when the playoffs come. And if you were desperate for running back, Devon Chan, if y'all get anything from this episode, we got George Play. What's going on, George Play? How you doing, man? He says, hey, man, should I drop Goddard for Cade Otton or Njoku? Yeah, man. So Goddard, let me go ahead and look into his injury. Then Jaguars or Jets defense. Bro, I would go Jets defense all day. I will go Jets 100%, man. They got the defensive backs. They got the D-line. They're one of the best D-lines in the National Football League, bro. I would definitely scoop that up, man. So to answer that one real quickly, Jets for sure. And I'm a Dolphins fan. I have every reason to be biased, but I got game recognized game, dude. Pick up Jets over Jags, okay? Jags are decent. They're not bad, man. They got some ballers on there, and they're developing, but I think Jets is going to be more defensively strategic for you. And then your question that I have here on the screen is, hey, man, should I drop Goddard for Cade Otton? Let me pull up Cade Otton's numbers real quick, brother. 1 sec here, because now I'm curious. You got me really curious, man. Let's go. Let's take a look. I'm going to go over here to players. And let's see what we got for Cade Otton, because now I am like immensely. Cade Otton. Here we go. Oh, Cade Otton was getting some love. Yeah, man, that's right. He's Kansas City. Now he's not on my team, unfortunately. I would love to have him on my team, but oh, bro, Cade Otton in a heartbeat. Do it. Cade, I know Njoku's numbers because I have Njoku on my team, bro. I hope that answers your questions, man. But yeah, 100% Cade Otton, my man. Do it, Cade Otton. I should have picked him up, man. I think someone picked him up off of waivers a few weeks ago, and Yeah, shame on me. But look at these numbers for K Dot, man. Look, just I always like looking. What does the last month look like? Okay, Detroit, they lost that game, right? All right, 4 points. That sucks. That's not good tight end numbers, right? That's the minimum you want to go. You really want to get somebody close to 10 as possible. And y'all can see 13 points, 11 points, 30 points. This guy's averaging in the last month probably like around 14 points, man. That's really good. And even go beyond that, 11 points, 4 points, 14 points, 5 points. He's had one mediocre week and 2 bad weeks, and the rest have been great. So Kate Otten is consistently good, and for him to take and have a relationship with Baker Mayfield, it's working out, and it's going to benefit your fantasy football team. So hopefully that answers your question, man. I hope it does, man. So yeah, if you guys have questions, I'm about to end the live right now, but if y'all have questions, folks, please let me know. Digame, let me know. I'm always happy to be a resource for you guys. We got another question here. So thanks, man. Another question. Should I trade Kenneth Walker for B. John? Oh man, okay. So here's the thing with B. John. B. John's been banged up the last 2 weeks, and I don't know if so. I have B. John Robinson in my league. Matter of fact, I think I still have his numbers here in front of me. Give me 1 sec here, brother. I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, here it is. B. John Robinson. I think it's this league I have him in. Yeah, so as you can see, I have him on my bench. Doug, why do you have B. John Robinson on your bench? Because of this crap right here. 0.6, not even 1 yard. And it was weird that they mentioned nothing of it to the media. NFL teams are really good, most of them, at saying what the injury report is in advance. And not that they do it for fantasy. They could give a damn about fantasy. But he came back with 18 points and 11 points. It's not a bad idea if you take and go with B. John, but I'm going to say I personally would stick with Kenneth Walker. Okay, and here's why. Let's pull up Kenneth Walker's numbers. Now I don't have Kenneth Walker's numbers in front of me here. Hold on a sec here. I just had it in front of me. Give me 1 sec, big dog. Here it is, Kenneth Walker. Look at these numbers, man. Seattle Seahawks, baby. Let's take a look. Okay. So Kenneth Walker's having a monster year, bro. 17 points, 23 points. He had a down week last week. And I will go Kenneth Walker because they just traded Montez Sweat and Chase Young. You know, my man is going to get you. And look, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I would tell you that he's going to get you above 17 points this week. I don't know what the hell is going on in Atlanta right now for the Falcons. So I will say Kenneth Walker over B. John Robinson. If there were no issues with B. John, B. John Robinson all day. And I think B. John Robinson will be back, but I have a feeling they're trying to tank. I get tanking vibes over there right now, whereas Seattle's fighting for their life and they need everything. They need everything because they've lost a few games that they should have really won, right? So, yes, Kenneth Walker. Hopefully that answers your question, man. If you have any other questions, man, let me know. Let me know. Also, folks, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. That does help the channel to take and grow. I do this live show once a week, usually on Tuesdays, and we talk about who you should start, who you should sit. We also talk about our waiver wire as well, too. Also, this December, probably like mid-December, once the college football season is over and wrapping up, I do start interviewing NFL draft prospects for the 2024 NFL draft on this channel. So I do have random news stories. I do post mix of college football and NFL, but check that out. And of course, this live show here every Tuesday night, fantasy football waiver wire. So God bless you guys. I hope y'all have a beautiful week, wonderful week. A lot of us have Friday off of work or school. Man, God bless you guys. Jesus loves you. Be safe out there in these streets. There's a war going on, a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world. So thank God we have football to kind of get our minds off of it. So, but that's tonight's show. If you guys also want to take and donate, feel free to donate at the channel. Helps the channel to grow. If you want to do a super donate, that does help. I am looking, as y'all can see, I am making upgrades around here. We want to keep the Touchdown with Doug Smith going as long as possible. This March, fun fact, we're going on 4 years of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. 4 years. Right now, we're almost at 3,000 subscribers, and we're almost at let's see, we're almost at 1.7 million in total views on the channel. So growing expeditiously. So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Follow me on Twitter at Touchdown Doug. That is my Twitter handle. Or excuse me, they call it X now. So follow me on X. It sounds so weird, like, oh, we're talking about drugs. Oh, follow me on X. Sounds kind of creepy. Follow me on Instagram at The Touchdown with Doug Smith. It's super long, but just type in The Touchdown with, and then it should pop right up. And then, of course, you can take and follow me on Facebook. I'm on there on and off, but yeah, mostly Twitter. I'm real heavy, Instagram very heavy, and then TikTok as well too. So God bless you guys. Have a beautiful night. Hopefully your fantasy football don't give you too much anxiety and depression, and hopefully I gave you some good advice. And if you need me, let me know. Send me a DM on Twitter, write me on here, and let's chop it up. God bless you guys. Hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna hit you guys on my outro, and we'll see y'all next week. Don't be a stranger. Thanks for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I cover all 32 NFL teams plus NFL exclusive interviews. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the alerts, comment below, and we'll